Sooner or later, the people in this country are going to realize the government does not give a fuck about them. Government doesn't care about you or your children or your rights or your welfare or your safety. It simply doesn't give a fuck about you. It's interested in its own power. That's the only thing, keeping it and expanding it wherever possible.
Your vote doesn't mean a damn thing, and if you haven't figured that out yet, then you're too far gone to even be listening to me. No one in the world is safe now from the encroaching New World Order, and they can go after anybody they want to, including the President of the United States if they want to. And Americans don't understand that. They think we can go after somebody that's the head of a foreign country, but we're still safe. We're not safe. Nobody's safe anymore.
Because there's a handful of people actually run everything. That's true. It's provable. It's not I'm not a conspiracy nut. It's provable. Handful, very small elite run and own these corporations, which include the mainstream media.
It's not my system. It is not operating within the boundaries of the Constitution. They have thrown the Constitution out. It is treason in operation. There is a subversion of government going on as we speak in the halls of government throughout this country, not just in Washington, D.C.
If you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at the computer, get on the internet, type in Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about your precious fucking rights, okay? Just when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. And rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges. That's all we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. And if you read the news even badly, you know that every year the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter.
What angers me most is the stupidity of the vast herd of American sheeple out there that think they know something and they don't even know what planet they're on, to tell you the truth.
Where would we be without our safe, familiar American bullshit? Land of the free, home of the brave, the American dream. All men are equal, justice is blind, the press is free. Your vote counts, business is honest, the good guys win. The police are on your side. God is watching you. Your standard of living will never decline. And everything is gonna be just fine.
The American people are standing inside the gates of Disneyland, holding their e-ticket, which is expired. None of the rides are working, and they're just having a great time.
They're all the same. I'll show you politics in America. Here it is, right here. I think the puppet on the right shares my beliefs. I think the puppet on the left is more to my liking. Hey, wait a minute. There's one guy holding up both puppets. Shut up. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control. Here's Love Connection. Watch this and get fat and stupid. By the way, keep drinking beer, you fucking morons.
I've drawn my line in the sand, and I'm going to do what's right by God, and I don't give a damn who cares or who likes it or who doesn't, even if it means I have to die on my doorstep.
It's many deeds. Think about this for a second. What could I be talking about? The transdimensional rift shaker, the rib breaker, the mistaker, the myth maker, the sick neighbor, the 666, the licorice taster, the fist flanger, the list changer. You're in danger within ranger. An inch, take a step or take a lesson from the swift saber, the kid saver, the nickel flips, the fiscal switch, the pistol clicks, the mixed flavor, the simple blip, the sickle's thin blade of the enslaver, the simpletons. They listen in and get safer while living in fear, a quick favor. Biometricity with lasers and thick razors. Drip tears to citizen festivities, but get paper. The mission's a best empathy. Get rid of the man, the stretch limousine. The scents whispering just in the breeze. The collections of trees set in your dreams. The pit mangler, the kick banger, the insane, or the in-raise. The sensei that's been maimed, but he sustains. The truest of true. The beautiful truth. The movement is truth. The true is the true, the beautiful truth. We need to clean the slate. Think of life, you're living right. You missed the fight. Instead you show up late with a kitchen knife to get a piece of cake. I see the great future ahead, horizon of all. Driving a wall, the nails of every line who stalks as prey like your food for the dead and soup for the rest and proof for the next slaughter of victims. Sure, a bomb drops, but it's all for the systems. Assault of the systems, assault of the system of all of its kingdoms. What? What are we gonna do when it all comes crashing the fuck down? You are your own sensei. Peace and love, truth and happiness, I see the thugs. They use the fact that we are weak and crushed. I choose to laugh at them, knowing I'm too strong. And my alliance is building, it's in alignment of millions, at least in the heart and the soul. Power and will, when it'll take way more than 2012 to end the human race. We'll shoot to space, maneuver with the truest grace through the great and vast ancient past, and we'll prove our strength and ability to adapt to a threat and survive. Through every calamity, we've kept it alive. Through every tyrant and every storm, many torn, but many born, many more will catch a sword. The victory is close, we're supposed to end the wars, defending more than just freedom is just breathing. Cause you're no longer a slave when you're slain by the demons you trust, even when they lie to your face. Time to be saved to the finish line. We're still behind in the race, anonymous face number infinite. Come to think of it, we're just playing our part upon dimension rifts. So live the strive for the truth, reminded but proof. So you're allowed to be used for any kind of abuse. Human emotion, designed with the truth, moving your soul from the start to the finish. So embrace the change once you start to diminish. Live life for your purpose, push it hard to the limit. Rip mics for the person looking far to the distance. Horizon's existence is trying to get us, time to resist it. Do a job to be the fighters of freedom, fighters for pleasure against the pain and the struggle. United together with the flame and the bundle of blades and the wonder if we'll make it to dust, or if we'll be slain in the dust. Maybe it's us, or maybe it's truth, or maybe we're just the sound waves in the booth, or maybe we love resound great in the truth, or maybe we trust is found way in the roots, or maybe we must survival if in it. The words through the arm as the vinyl is spinning. The hurt through the heart when you try to resist it. But you gotta resist it, it's your job and your mission. And if you stop, then you fail. If you stop, you're the nail being driven into the wood. Listen to it good, look what you have done, look what you have lost. Peace, love, truth, happiness. Can be your own sensei. Target's red and it's hard to resist. Peace, love, happiness. Sensei Chapters. Congratulations for the reasons Mr. Zappa stated. Freedom's an illusion, useless and dilapidated. Until you're decapitated, you'll have to take it. Cause you're fed the same bread to control your maturation. Yeah, that's amazing, cause you're filled with pride and ego that prevents you from thinking you're still denied. You believe it's freedom and need them to tell you what's best to eat. Even institutions of supposed privacy infiltrated by open piracy. And hope is irony when hundreds of millions choke in dire need by disease. It's state funded when the city's homicides increase. Blame the state, blame the government, Republican. Remember both sides of the politics are puppet men with strings pulled by something big, and think if we'd only notice sooner, everybody on the planet could own their own computer. So we fight to hold our own, recruited from the pool of going broke consumers. I know I'm supposed to do as I'm told. The control illumined from soul. The whole union has grown from mystery, Babylonian history. Visit the books, crack the phonies and listen please. This disease is turning cities to farms of sheep, fenced by barbed wire, mental electricity, cars complete with surveillance technology. Follow me down the rabbit hole, you have to go. It's a conspiracy, nobody acts alone. The passage home, no chaperone to capture though. Smash your bones and escape with your sacks of gold. Race to establish kingdoms, we're faced with a man that's breathing a flame that erased your face and the ashes. We've been braced with the acts of freemen. Instead we listen subservient, made to react as sheep. Then invent a way to be content. It's death in disguise like measuring pie. We be working for the pleasure till we're left to die. The perfect fix, impervious usurpers refer to six, the triple. To establish a terrorist state, here's a list of missiles. Pick your poison and the price is cheap. Build a flyer fleets over Lebanon and see how much stronger we can make you till we're not of need. It's time to sleep. Bullfighters, the target's red and it's hard to resist.
my primary responsibility of promoting and cultivating solely the Pure Land teachings. Those who lack the understanding are called ordinary people. Those who lack the understanding are called ordinary people. Those who lack the understanding are called ordinary people. Those who lack the understanding are called ordinary people. Those who lack the understanding are called ordinary people.
Listen to the soldier song, always thinking of a way even when hope is lost. Listen to the soldier song, always thinking of a way even when hope is lost. Listen to the soldier song, always thinking of a way even when hope is lost. Listen to the soldier song, always thinking of a way. On the verge of giving up, now listen up. This is the only option, you can only miss it once. Think of us on the planet we take for granted. We take advantage of state demanding the same advantage. Praying mantis on the verge of extinction. The ink is the chalk outline, for certain we're sinking. The alarm sounds, if you never heard of it ringing, learn to believe it. The heart pounds, nervous and screaming. The large towns determined to beat it. Small towns prepared for all emergency events, disturbing the sequence of freedoms. Or why the soldier fights to keep it warm when it seems the coldest night. Let's sweep the floor for all the Roman hide. The Romans tried, now they are the Vatican, a group of savages who choke and slice, but it's so precise. The church is not the lone disguise, it has grown in size. The Masons and Illuminati, the Jesuit power, cowards that control what's godly, but it's a solar body, and most of us know it probably. Light and heat for your survival, but you've chosen oddly. The state of Israel, the holy lobby, and the government, we're struggling against the global Nazis. We're clones and copies, we know it's not free, but it's not free. But it's a literal addiction, the mission to break from the eternity of physical conditions. So listen to your instincts and fix this suspicious, miserable existence, distance. But it's a literal addiction, the mission to break from the eternity of physical conditions. So listen to your instincts and fix this suspicious, miserable existence, distance. Listen to the soldier song, always thinking of a way even when hope is lost. The elephant is in the room, don't you see it? There it is, right there, quite clear. Show 'em you know I'm exposed for no such price. When the flow's fun tight, you know sun's right there, hide there. Don't motion for them fights here, hoping it's time, yeah, evolve. We've solved the puzzle to enter the next level. Bubbles especially, let's get air. The one to invest in the best metals. So trouble expecting to get their share, but the dust must settle before we step in the door. We're shredded, of course. In half, and a portion of that gets tortured and trashed, and a portion of that gets forced into camps. Or it's a trance and a dream, cancer disease. Handle the fees, stand from the knees. Chant that you're free and keep thinking of chances advancing the green. Keep thinking of Pamela Lee. I just planted a seed that just planted a tree. Planted a seed that just planted our freedom. And it's a deed, no karma expected. Part of the guest list, no parties, but armies connected by heart and by veteran status. It happens to be true. Instead we gotta train babies to captain a B2, blast in a preschool. Disaster the sequel, after the sequel, after the sequel. Don't ask for the prequel, the answer is please move. Do it to be cool, you're losing the long run, the truth. That's where I got the groove in the song from. Music we all love, all but the small percentage. I mention a sentence, a menace appears. Then he pretends it's offended to bend a career. I mention the enemy's patterns of crime, says it is clear. Asking him why, he exits in fear. Pass me the mic, I'm ending this here. Has to be why, has to be why, has to be why, has to be why. Asking me why, asking me why, asking me why, asking me why. Has to be why, has to be why, has to be why, has to be why. Asking me why, asking me why, asking me why, asking me why. Has to be why, has to be why, has to be why. Stop asking me why. The trunk is an eye that can see in the mind. It can breathe in the finest of breeze. And a lump in the rind is a function of right. So it must be the light, must be the truth. Elephant TV, tell him it's easy. Tell him to see me, tell him to be free. Unplug the tube, nothing to you. Elephant sees me, wants you to choose something that's nothing to do with the animal here. Bigger than what you can handle in here. You should be panicking, you should be standing in line for the guns and the ammo, not for the drugs, not for the positive, but for the proper hit. Something that's gotta kick, something that's gotta drift. Must be your liberties and serenity. It must be the trust in the punk that's defending me. Nothing or anything done is preventing me once to step in the front and end in my luck like many have done. Send me the brunt of the enemy front, I'll be happy to help. This has to be why, has to be why, has to be why, has to be why. Well, here's proof of the gun that smokes, one that's broken, much of our own, but nothing is done to be comforted none. Confident sons being ushered to death, company funds to be dumped in a chest with locks and a property guard. Probably hard, being your own man, knowing you'll never be feeding your own land. Reading the program, eating the program, breathing the program, eating a program. Greedy and so damn easy to program feeble and broken men. People just don't contend. Has to be why, has to be why, has to be why, has to be why. Asking me why, asking me why, asking me why, asking me why. Has to be why, has to be why, has to be why, has to be why. Asking me why, asking me why, asking me why, asking me why. Has to be why, has to be why, has to be why, asking me why. And opposites equal, autonomous people in prominence. Evil is dominant because we each do a part of it to be lethal but feeble, legal but equally peaceful. See you retreat to cathedrals, trying to feed your sheeple. The sign of meaning in your mind is breathing the freshest air from the nature's winds that find it seething. It's time to see the other side and want to ride through meadows and thunder skies and swell rows of butterflies. But hell knows any bellows from the underside that scutter by. The poison attacks 100 times a fucking wine. They poison the crack, choices will lapse till you end up a voiceless combatant. If that's it, imagine the passion a has-been could have when he's packed in the back in the trash bin. A plastic existence where magic is witnessed without all the camera tricks, and the family sits enjoying the penetration of the cancerous mist. The phantom resists But then an answer he shifts, a Manchurian candidate, a panic rage and revolution evolves into evolution and off. We sail into the setting sun where there's no men with guns, where we catch a tapestry with Aladdin and fly. We can happily die or live until we have to just die. It doesn't matter in my true utopia, true euphoria, glorious where our candy are oranges and our laughing is fortunate in our passing the torches of the past and the more recent meant more than just another inconvenient funeral. Where death is truly sacred and our nakedness was beautiful. The metaphor is clear though. Technology ripped a sizable rift in our conscious adrift upon the abyss beyond the constant sonatas and mist. Like a sauna exists, our problems intensify. It's time we accept and die a wretch and fight. I've already began recruiting for the better side. Let's survive.
The needle like my knuckle through the ring of my fist. Work out the kinks in my wrist. I thread the needle like my knuckle through the ring of my fist. Work out the kinks in my wrist. I thread the
the rebirth. The second time the green earth was let it shine, accepting my disease first. A sheep in the deep herd, I stepped in line to be heard. I sketched a rhyme, the reverb at the sky. The free birds left to fly. I came alive like new flowers and sprouting seeds in the mountain streams. We're shouting freedom with the ripple effects. A simple address, and I believe it. Now it's evening, just as the sun had risen, and everything I come to live was with rust and driven with no decision. Our eyes met many times. The class ended and she remembered why. She better try to let it fly. Like a moth in an empty sky, like Eddie Spaghetti running from the Pennywise, but she swept down like a phoenix born. I see the point, but to see the point it's like see a war, an even score, unconditional love and support, nothing to thwart, nothing ever coming up short except for maybe, well, you still wanted it more. The feeling shared, the ill prepared, the will impaired, seem to disregard the chilling air, still in there. Gotta thank you. Without your influence I'd have spent too many nights alone, too many nights at home, too many sprites and cokes, too many lights with no shining moments. Time is frozen when the skin reacted to the feeling of perfection and lip attachment. The session of interaction, a blessing, the minutes passed quick. A stranger tried to give me candy but the shit was plastic. I couldn't fashion the passion in past tense, but I fastened it. Held on for the ride, left college cause I thought my promises were fortified, and they were, I swore to God, and they are, I swear to you. But back to the reminiscence. Hands to your back, you reacted with emphasis. That was the best of it. Seeing you in pleasure, it's like I swing for the fence and never miss. Never wish for anything else, such excellence. Turning me from my nature as a pessimist to the savior with my betterness. You're the flavor that I'll never kiss the greatest. Thought that it would never get better, it was forever could then exist. Genesis, infinite creation of a paradise. 7 days times 2, I find true. The reason I was roaming in the desert, I would find you. The reason roaming in the desert, I would find you. The reason roaming in the desert, I would find you. The reason roaming in the desert, I would find you. The reason roaming in the desert, I would find you. Perfection, the best of connections, the rest is history.
history. Ended the second you listen.
Yeah.
Never could let this be ripped to pieces.
The routines,
Perfection.
the consistency, the interesting, the sense of freedom I felt even though we were never free. Stuck in a perpetual dependency, but let it be, we had to just let it be. Cause every second passing was a memory kept in me. Every dream was a better dream, forever peace with your smile like a kiss in your enemy. Little did I know she was your best friend. It seems every eve was based on a say-so, a vapor. I stayed home, missing you with vicious pain so great. So your halo, a fake glow, floating in and out like an angel. I made sure I stayed low, keeping my brain closed. I say something I didn't want to say so, but here we trade blows are clear. Change so sincere, a rainbow with tears. I'd hang on to hope, which hangs on to fear. We progressed, thought everything was peace, and then you finally decided to tell someone that we connect. Was it a whole year of lies in the seat, sneaking in and out in the closet, hiding my feet?
Answer me. You only need an answer. I realize the stability of past and felt, superseding our ability to last.
Yo, I realize our stability it passed the fact, superseding our ability to last in fact. But still it seemed to last in fact. The Cracker Jack with no prize in the after snack, that was that. Then I made a mistake, no inhibitions, and I made a mistake a second too late. I put an end to the farce, but knew it already that I shredded your heart. A secret I knew had to be kept in the dark. A secret that affected the part of my soul that connected as part of a whole. The exodus of foreign control, the exited and started patrol. The messages we started to hold, togetherness, part of it grown, another part of it stolen from your heart. It was gold, started alone, a path of depression, a typical path where getting as trash as I could get was the best thing. Then came the order that my life desired, but my heart went to battle to fight fire with fire. The fly trap, the nasty little rat, she lied, blew it up to be a flashy vibe, but knew it was just a trashy night and got mad I threw her out and I last denied. That is why I kept trying, kept hoping you forgive a human being and his only mistake. Now I'm really someone that you openly hate, and you're still the only one that I openly love. Be together, me and you, I only hope that we must. Perfection, the best of connections. The rest is history, misery. Ended the second you listen. We never could let this be ripped to pieces. Ripped to pieces, ripped to pieces, ripped to pieces.
Ripped to pieces, ripped to pieces, ripped to pieces. I'm sorry.
The world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. We have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account and my family. This has to be real. It's just a ride. But we always kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok? But it doesn't matter because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your door, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see all of us as one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now to a better ride. Take all that money we spend on weapons and defense each year and instead spend it feeding, clothing, and educating the poor of the world, which it would many times over, not one human being excluded, and we can explore space together, both inner and outer, forever. In peace. Thank you very much.
Yo, Malik, you're a fucking genius. The true sensei. Hey yo, you mean to tell me beneath the belly of the beast to smell a sweet aroma? I see the home avoided space, my voice erased. I need to hold the peace below the freezing cold, the heat is swollen. My choice to change, blinded by a choice, but I rejoice in pain. Knowing the pain, a secret chosen, a frequent melting of decency, and I hoist the blame upon the shoulders of Medusa, above the truth of your deceit, a poor complete forgery. You know I want to choose the correct path. I sweat, gasp, and pull over. Take the time to get gas, fill her up and watch her go. Cause it's not the sofa, the soda, the alcohol. It's not the Motorola, the Coca-Cola, the roller coaster, the chosen soldier, awarded medals. It's not the toxic substance that fucks with your purest levels. Balanced and you're told to listen. A flow is written, there's no restriction. Just the beautiful, I trust she's happy. Pouring coffee and I trust it gladly. It must be suitable to float with grace. I see perfection and there's no mistake. Hair of sun rays and skin of snow. I wish and hope to meet the truth. A piece of you, the poker face. I hope it stays. This inspiration, a poet's pain. You know it's love. I didn't even really have to say it.
Listen. I hear nothing. Alright. no birds, no crickets. It's all gone so quiet.
I'm gonna get into this. I just wrote it. The emotion is raw, and I don't give a fuck if the flow is off. Listen to the fucking words. I'm so fucking pissed off, and I'm happy, and I need to find a way to balance the fucking dichotomy of life. Pissing the nuclear winds, the truth is here. I'm exercising my creative rights, and the souvenir is pen to the page. Attention to stage center, it's great. A memory fades, forever decays, and every day a separate way is paved. Instead we need to treasure and save nature. Instead we presently blame a president when there's evidence saying the president's just a puppet for a terrorist state. Israeli ties, from the ships you see sailing by to the reason you're sickened with alien minds. Stricken with addiction, this intermission, a quick addition. We sit in prisons of metal machines and gridlock. You'll never believe the incredible scenes of death from synthetic disease. Credit the beast, it's hip-hop, my method of peace. Every sentence is a message complete with whatever you need to be convinced. So read the print, even if it's impossible to see. But you'll see the shit, or you'll never be free. You'll never be free, you'll never be free.
Swear on the Bible is just one more way of controlling people and keeping them in line, and it's one more thing that holds us back as a species.
Yo, I met a dude, he said he knew of some secret meetings, Masonic in nature, the kind that your neighbor sneaks off in the day for, all for the sake of this religion, this despicable manipulation of simple brains into this complete is not legitimate. I won't consider it, but it just so happens when the guns go blasting, you won't hold up to the cutthroat bastards to the utmost, so rush home faster and trust those televisions, and trust that drug, and trust that fucking cell phone, and trust everything, and trust your government, and trust your parents, and trust all the fucking bullshit that exists in your life, and keep on fucking trusting it blindly, because whenever you know, you'll know when it's time for the change. Thank you. Whenever you know it's time for the change, you gotta dive in it, blind a bit, alive in a viper's pit. Decide or design the script, define limits, defy physics, and fly infinite. Remind your nature the change is great. Either remain in pain or save disgrace. So lost for the paper chase, a great escape. It won't cost anything but a couple dollars, worth the price for your trust and honor. I struggle to stay balanced because I mustn't remain troubled and strained talents, succumbing to waste, missing this wonderful taste, sweet like the touch of your structure, the frame constructed with grace, your gaze. If nothing, it's fate. I draw energy connected to raw memory, assault enemies with results. And when the talk mention peace, let it be. I choose to live Lenin free. It's not something I profess to be. I don't pretend it's me. Yo, I treasure peace. Stay focused mentally. Stay open and never be. Never ever be. Never ever, ever, ever be. We, us, me, nature, love. Sensei.
Silhouettes are either three-dimensional, or they're straight on, or there's some airplanes here. They fly. Nobody knows why they fly. They're not supposed to fly. They're heavier than air. But they have aerodynamic characteristics that make them fly. A lot of people don't understand why a plane flies. You throw a rocket, it goes down, but you can fly a plane and it goes up. There's got to be a reason for that. Because there's airfoils that airfoils, I don't know, try to tell you how to prop makes a plane go through the air. The silhouette is depicting something. It's no detail, it's just a sign. It's just it's like if you're going to walk across the street, you see a silhouette of somebody walking, or if you see a hand up, it's a silhouette of a hand, but it's telling you to stop. So you stop. Some people do, some people don't. We call them jaywalkers. They get themselves in a lot of trouble for that. Dogs jaywalk all the time. There's a picture of a boat. Why doesn't a boat sink? A boat is way heavier than, weighs tons and tons and tons, but it doesn't sink. Displacement, and the water can't get inside the boat, so the boat floats. But if it floats, why does it float? Why does a plane fly? Why does a rooster crow? What makes a duck go across the street? Why does the suspenders hold a fireman's pants up? So there's a reason for all this.
I mean, marijuana grows everywhere, serves 1,000 different functions, all of them positive. To make marijuana against the law is like saying God made a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like God on the seventh day looked down at his creation, said, there it is, my creation, perfect and holy in all ways. Now I can rest. Oh my me. I left fucking pot everywhere.
Let the mind wander. The time runner, the fine suffer with wine. The night suffers as nature takes a peek and finds trouble and crime. Face the street and decide. Make the steepest of climbs and reach to the sky. The place to be in the mind, the safest peace, the haven where they make you free and define. Create a genius. The flaming phoenix will rise. Your states of weakness decline. You may believe it can die, but even now they can see it alive. I pray and scream into God to show his face to me. I know it's basically hatred from great elites, but breathe aloud. Show them we're living before we're beat to the ground. I see it. The cataclysm, the horizon's defiance to catch a system. The sirens, the dragon riders, the virus, the casket digging. The massive comet colliding, the astronomic divide. That appetite to survive, that has to fight to the traffic lights with the eyes. The exposition, the acolytes to be tried in front of a jury appears. The fury is clear when somebody living earthly is weird, and somebody at a church is in fear, and somebody on the first of the year. He decides it isn't worth it, and here lies another person in tears. The prize, a certain revere, disguise is perfect and cheer alive. So service the beer, the hi-fi perfectly clear. The fly-by purpose, the high crime murders and Wi-Fi services. Circuses a ride by circuses. Time to find light, turn it to shine. Chuckle with something's funny. Work for the mind, mindless work for the money. Time to learn that the country is kinda worthless unless the landscape demands change. Find the hurt as case in point and make the choice and stand brave. True evolve to involve the music's law. Combination depth and abyss, we move along. Cosmic invention, adept to effects, void of any effort to miss. I gaze, a stranger I see, dreaming of time space. The quite strange, the nice change. Why we've seen this person to person surge of inertia, kinetic, synthetic, pathetic words to immerse you. Emerge from and learn from. Drive straight, maybe turn what's deserved trust, or else loyalty surplus. Words jump from pages to stages. I hold mic solo, control lies for no time. Show rhyme and confusion. I witness appreciation is minimal, yet my confidence rises. Description, honest disdain. Promise to stop this, not until I finish the rhyme. It's written, inscribed in the image of mine. The vision of wisest timid nature. My trial and divination. Survival to mimic greatness and aisles of sweat and plastic divide labor. My neighbor, the time changer. I see the future now through the clouds. The truth and sound, the proven grounds. In the midst of the mental plane, the mindscapes of time space, the evolution from primate to live bait. The chapter closes when you define fate, when you design hate. Your vast emotions, they trap the hopeless, a sublime rage, thinking it's a fine change, or rather, violence is the right way. But I'd say to reconsider or be delivered to whatever maker you choose. Faith in a ghost, too many trading their souls for paper control. Care more about taking a home than shaping the goal into something safe you can hold. Vacant and vagrant, placed in a placeless place, a replacement adjacent to hatred of faceless creation. Safe in a haven, a matrix with masons, praying and waiting with patience to change and arranges. Planet we spin on an axis of disaster and madness. They capture a snapshot, the cash crops made to divide. They create division while great decisions create opinions. So stay committed to this ancient prison and get cosmic.
Actually, water is very, very different, because we can have all kinds of waters. It is not just water. What do I mean by that?
Yes.
By that I mean that the leading physicist in the world on the physics of water is Professor Eugene Stanley at Boston University, the leading chemist of the world on the structure of water, is not what the average person thinks. It is Professor Martin Chaplin in London. He had 6 million hits on his website on the structure of water. And what do you teach? And we are probably the leading people in the material science. We are latecomers. But the material scientist has one thing to bring to the table, and that tells you that don't neglect the structure. It is not how pure your water is, but what structure it has. And I gave this example, which catches on with every person who's listening. You have a lead pencil and you write it. Of course, it's not lead, it is graphite. The thing you write is so soft, it leaves a trace. Most people don't know that we in our lab can take that graphite and in a microsecond, with a little exposure to radiation, we can make it into diamond. Now wait a minute, the hardest substance in the world is diamond. The softest in the world is graphite. You can make graphite into diamond without adding anything, touching it, doing anything to it, just by radiating it. You can take the diamond and radiate that with a different radiation, and you can make it into graphite.
It's alchemy.
That is alchemy. The message is structure is the most important property of any liquid or solid, not its composition.
Is it the last stand? With your back against the wall, the tracks react, the pen assaults, and that be that. To step and pause, forget the cause as long as it gets results. If all of this ever saw the end, would it really cry? Would it matter to vermin of earth if we're still alive? I feel obliged to fill the sky, I'm killing time, cause time is nothing but rush me. I need to slow down a little bit so I can watch all the people go round to the limits bound by the infinite sound that I wish for richer now. It's ridiculous, so live a life of profoundness and discipline. But the market is flooded, and the only thing that ever really matters are your garments is something to harm us and punish, and the farms get corrupted. The army is crushing and we hardly discuss it. People scared to listen to the truth when it's presented, but soon it's dependent on the union, the truth, the beauty that soothes me, the cool breeze, and our independence. We wish to let it get pathetic till we live with these offenses. I don't know about everybody else, I'd rather explore the fifth dimension, the source. The written message is forced, the kids are shredded and torn up into sections. War is just the method we're born for intervention. Of course it isn't getting absorbed, it's getting mended, which means you figure it out.
Don't tell me this military protects our freedom. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, there ain't no one out there who's a fucking threat to us, okay? They don't exist. Oh, I'm talking now only of countries we don't arm first. All right? If you want to split hairs, you got a point. Bill, what about the nations we sell arms to and then go blow the fuck out of them? Okay, they might be scary for about a day. We give them the old weapons, we use the new ones on them, you know.
While there's a bigger crisis at a bit of time with these enterprises, figures rising, there's peace that delivers vibrance, and it's priceless, and it makes the minutes timeless. It energizes pieces intertwined with your inner silence, and it's never been defined as friend of violence. Peace is the kind of and deny when to get a sign of when the night comes and I lie you sleep. But peace is something that we haven't reached yet. For now, have some deep rest that relieves stress. Underneath the crime, there's a peace of mind, a peace we need to find, to redesign a mentality so we can thrive. The peace that's undoubtedly a piece of pie. The streams of sky, the breeze that glides between the trees so the leaves can fly. There's peace defined, so peace goodbye.
It is love, that vicious drug, that kick and punch in the gut. The minutes from within the sun, the fixer up and it's done. I sit and watch as the ticking clocks listen not and speed up and turn it at once. To need love, to need air into our deep lungs, to see from the highest peak, then to stare into your freedom. It's time to see the definition and the driving force. It's not a facade, not a script to make a movie, but the time of war, the conflict for the greatest booty. You pick the meaning, I just listen deeply and sit discreetly till I'm met with something different seeming. I picture screaming from the rooftops into a few hearts, then to a few blocks, then to a new start. And it's love in the middle, drumming a little, the percussion dismissal. It adds another rush to the mixture, the trust and the lust that you wish for love and you miss so much. But you know that she's hidden the forbidden what? I guess it's love between some humans that we never see. The love between your forever dreams, between your pleasure, beneath your energies. You need a better peace. I see the weather, the storm gathers, a war happens. We still love the fact that we can orgasm. So what's the difference between lusting and loving? Trusting in something enough that you lovingly die for. What about the something that you must stay alive for? The love in another, the gust in the summer, the forgiveness when something has gone wrong, the decision to trust in a lost cause.
太阳出来了，就渐渐爹爹和书本打铁。太阳落了，我哥姐又回来，拍手唱歌，摘一朵花给我。来日都听不到，我活着为什么？每日太阳还不出来，就听见我仰过头。太阳出来了，就听见爹爹和书本打铁。太阳落了，我哥姐又回来，拍手唱歌，摘一朵花给我。来日的听不到。
If you can't define it yourself, don't lie to yourself. Defiance and well-designed, cause truth is a cornerstone. The morbid hope, the lion gazelle, conflict of important growth, the silence in hell, blood diamonds, thinking we're alive because the sun rises. Our compliance to government structure, living to suffer, cause we're used to the struggle. So trust in the foundation, trust in the ground placements of death, the sound's greatest effects. Allow much of the proud to come tumbling down, cause truth isn't something we should have to pay for. Fight for, a strike force, a great war with the same sword, swinging on the same course for change, blame placed on the same few, when that's simply not the plain truth. I gaze through between the lines and layers and stay true. Believe the rhymes in major decline. We hate truth, we'd rather be blind on the Grey Goose or wine, or become disgusted with swine like Babe Ruth and say fuck it, it's time to pay dues and play through this corruption of mind and say to listen and pay attention to the neighbor living and screaming to be paid a bit more. Maybe she can afford more for her baby that isn't born. Or the slave with the pitchfork. It's not the same as we head toward a change in a way that we wish for. The brain to be left alone to evolve, sucking life away from the hope of the cause. Open the jaws, vice grip to fight with. No license to pilot and fly ships. Try this.
And lastly, the reason why the bad exists is so that we can gladly live and have a sense of true happiness, which is actually just a mood that we pick, and you can't have it without the peace, truth, and love. They're like the seeds, roots, and buds. It renews your blood, it cleans you in blood, it removes the crust that we used to front to be who we want. So we pulled the plug. This happiness leads to the sun. Can we move this one? Yes, and the time will tell. It thrives and dwells inside us well, away from these greedy nations that fight for wealth. A unique creation they try to sell, but it's the key relation of mind and health and appreciation for life itself. That's happiness.